many Zimbabweans find it increasingly difficult to meet the cost of higher education now that state assistance to students is uncertain at best in the current struggling economy. But 4 talented Gweru students of underprivileged backgrounds have a brighter future despite the hurdles they formerly faced. Taurai Shava has more.
The face of 19-year-old Tawanda Zimuto lights up when he talks about the scholarship he has received. It will enable him to complete undergraduate studies at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, or MIT, one of America's leading institutions of higher learning. Tawanda is one of 4 young Gweru men who are recipients of the United States Achievers Program. The United States Embassy Public Affairs Section Initiative gives scholarships to intelligent and talented students from less privileged backgrounds. Tawanda did his A-level at Thornhill High School and scored 3 distinctions in maths, physics and chemistry last year. Despite his joy, Tawanda's face clouds over when he recounts details of his background. The eldest of 3 children, Tawanda's father died when he was in grade 5. His unemployed mother sent her children to school by selling vegetables and accepting donations from well-wishers.
We're depending on my mother's fruit and vegetable market, and sometimes she could fail to pay for my fees. At A-level, she wasn't able to pay for my fees. I tried to apply for some scholarships, but I failed to get them. The reason was that some people were helping people with the scholarships. They were now financially crippled. But I was helped from my school by my teachers, my headmaster, Mr. Mchadenyika, and Mr. Mzondo. And they also helped me last year in June. They helped me to write my 3 subjects. My mother wasn't really able to pay for my June fees, but my teachers helped me.
Tawanda says even though his marks were good, he may not have been able to pursue further studies because of his background. He speaks highly of the USAP program, saying it also helps to develop Zimbabwe, as some students will return home eager to share some of the knowledge and experience they have gained abroad. His mother, Ngonizashe Pirikisi, says she's thrilled and proud of her diligent son. However, she was quick to add she hopes he will remember his roots. Judging from his plans, Tawanda is unlikely to disappoint.
I'm going to do electrical engineering and computer science, and my main aim is to come back to Zimbabwe one day so as to establish some companies which can digitalize our economy. And we could see that by the establishment of various companies, we could help to cater for those people who are unemployed. We could improve our economy by doing that. And we could see that several countries are developing their countries by digitalization of several systems which are in their countries. For instance, China, Korea, they are developing, taking that way.
Thornhill headmaster Ernest Mchadenyika has described Tawanda as a hard worker who has set a sterling example.
It has been outstanding. It's an achievement worth mentioning that he went in the exam, which is supposed to be done in 2 years. He has done it in 1.5 years and came out with 15 points. So he is a deserving student for the scholarship. He has been a good example. He is an encouragement, a role model to the other students, and many this year are also intending to write in June so that they might do as he did.
U.S. Embassy Education Advisor Rebecca Mano confirmed the USAP program benefits between 20 and 30 deserving Zimbabwean students each year. While former recipients have come from Harare and Bulawayo, the 4 Gweru boys are the first from their city to benefit. Tafadzwa Msariri is another USAP beneficiary. He is planning to study software engineering either at the Florida Institute of Technology or Princeton University. The youngest in a family of 5, Tafadzwa scored 2 distinctions and a credit in A-level maths, physics and chemistry.
This is an opportunity for me and my family also to grow onto another level. So I'm quite happy and thrilled. This year I'm going to America to study. And also I intend to study software engineering. So with this program, I'm hoping that when I come back to Zimbabwe, I'll use this program to advance technology in our country and to change the current situation in our country so that we can move forward as a nation and grow to another level.
Some critics say because of the disparities between developing and developed countries, studying overseas may not be relevant to the situation in their homeland. But the U.S. Embassy's Clara Priester has denounced this, saying globalization has resulted in educational programs bridging the gap between nations.
I think that's something that all of our countries have to work on, and that's providing the opportunities for the students when they come back home to contribute to the development And you're right, if it's not here, then it's a little frustrating. But that's the other thing, then we have to think entrepreneurial. If it doesn't exist and I've got the knowledge, can I be an entrepreneur and make it happen? And that's another way that we have to think. And I think African students do have an entrepreneurial spirit. Anytime you pick up and go to the other side of the world to study, you have to think a little differently than everybody else.
Priester also denies such programs promote the dreaded brain drain. She argues that should scholarship recipients decide to settle abroad, they help create beneficial links between their adopted homes and their countries of origin. Reporting for Studio 7 from Gweru, this is Taurai Shawa.